Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. I'm taking you with me on another morning walk. I know you're not expecting me to go live. I know you're not expecting me to go live in the morning, but I've been doing more morning lives because a lot of you guys are up in the morning. I'm waiting for some people to get here, but while I'm waiting, let me just start. So I'm making this video because, first of all, I meant to talk about the healthcare system, the whistleblower, all of that. I meant to talk about that last night, which is why I had to redo the thumbnail, because I had a photo of the United Healthcare CEO that was assassinated. I had a photo of him on the thumbnail, but we never got around to talking about it just because we ended up getting carried away with the music industry. And just because of like how my day went yesterday, I also hadn't done enough research to cover it. So this morning I woke up and I did my research. So I am making this video because there is a lady on TikTok that is going viral. Her name is the loudest whistleblower. Go check her out if you have a TikTok account. And she is talking about the healthcare system. So she says that she used to work for a Medicis. This is a home healthcare company. I think they provide home healthcare service and they provide hospice service. She made that video. She made a whole bunch of other videos, and she's been exposing United Healthcare, or United Health Group. That's the real name. She's been exposing Optum. She's been exposing a Medicis. I believe she began exposing because people have been reaching out to her and sharing their experiences. So according to her, I welcome in, you guys. I know I usually don't go live at this time, but we've got some real stuff to unpack. We're talking about America's healthcare fraud, America's fraudulent healthcare system, and how all people, white, black, Indian, Asian, all people are being wrongfully terminated, retaliated against, and silenced due to toxic corporate culture and corporate corruption. So this lady was saying that she was, I believe, like a coordinator. And she said that every day when she would go to work, there would be, the system would be down. They would have system issues. And if the system is down, then that prevents patients from getting the proper care, because it causes delays. If you know this, you know what I'm saying? We all go to work with computers. I don't think anybody in my chat is a farmer. And even farmers use a certain level of technology. I'm walking past somebody's house who has a dog. But anywho, we work with computers, right? We work with systems. And so, if that system is down, then naturally it causes delays. So if your company serves people in any kind of way, what the hell? They have a whole fucking, their gate is so ghetto. So ghetto. They need to get that gate fixed. Ghetto asses. Anywho, because their dog could easily, if he was really having a bad day, their dog could easily bust through that fucking gate and bite somebody with his little angry ass. Anywho, if the system to intake calls is down, or to give patient care is down, then naturally patient care is being delayed. Patients aren't getting proper care. If patients aren't getting proper care, that's putting people at jeopardy of, again, something bad happened to them, something bad happening to them, them passing away, them getting sicker. And according to Shakoya, that's her name, according to her, the people who were working there were still required or expected to meet particular quotas. Despite their system having issues, despite their system being down, the company at Medicis still wanted them to reach particular quotas. Well, you're not giving them the systems to meet particular quotas. And you've got people, as usual, in the C-suite making millions and billions, but you haven't invested in your technology to even help the people who do the heavy lifting be able to lift heavily. Hi, welcome in, everyone. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is an issue, and this is why I want to speak out for her, because I have had experiences like Shakoya at several companies. I used to work at Neiman Marcus for a brief amount of time, and Neiman Marcus has since, had to sell to Saks, but Neiman Marcus was up, mind you, they mark up all their goods. Oh my God, not somebody out here doing their fucking grass. Let me go around. I'm telling you, bro. Neiman Marcus would up to, their name is needless markup. They would mark up all this designer shit as if it's already not super expensive. And in the same breath, not want to invest in technology. Now they're broke as fuck because they had to sell to Saks and they were in all this debt. Another place I used to work that is also now under investigation because United Health Group is under investigation for civil fraud. A place I used to work at, I used to be the accountant there, and they had two people there who were helping give each other pay raises, doing all types of little slick shit, fraudulent shit, terrible to work with, toxic work environment, just nasty energy. Well, when I spoke up, nobody believed me. It is what it is. And guess what? I got an email from a lady who I used to work with at that place, and she quit. And she left a letter when she quit, and that letter has sparked an investigation. So I know how this feels to be at a company or to be in a workplace that is extremely corrupt, and you're trying to speak up, you want to get justice, and you're retaliated against, micromanaged, singled out. People want to isolate you, push you out, wrongfully terminated. I have gone through it. And that is why I am not itching to be back in anybody's corporate space, because I try to tell y'all in several videos, these corporate companies don't even want your black ass there. They are planning on how they're going to fire you from the moment they hire you. It's spiritual warfare. They hire you to meet quotas with the government, but now that the government isn't paying, little kickbacks for having a certain amount of black people in the company, now they don't have a reason to have your black ass there. So now they're letting you go. And they love to abuse black people. They love to have us in their space so we can clean up their mess, so we can fight their battles for them. And so after we've cleaned up everything, they can hire somebody, we can train that person, and then they can fire us. So I have been through it. They love to hire black people to just abuse them and discard them, which is why I said black people need to divest from corporate America. We need to divest from the idolization of white success. We need to do our own shit, start our own shit. Because many of the systems that we used to, again, believe in, worship, those systems are crashing. Corporate America is crashing, and we are being let go en masse because they never wanted to hire us anyway. We intimidate them because we go get education, especially black women. We go get education. We go get our bachelors, our masters. We go get our PhDs. We go get certifications. We are educated, well-spoken. Those of us who make it into these spaces, we are overly qualified. And that intimidates them because we're not the stereotype. We beat the system. And they know that we have every single thing it would take to replace them and do better. So, of course, they don't want us in their space. And it's divest from their system. If you have all this talent, Grow your own system. So, I wish I had moderators here today. But anywho, my moderators are probably at work. That's fine. So, what Shakoya is saying, I 100% believe. Shakoya is again talking about quotas. She mentioned that she was again wrongfully terminated, retaliated against, because she was speaking up about, again, these systems are lagging, they're slow, they're down. You want us to meet quotas, but we don't have the resources to meet these quotas. And they targeted her. Hey Lexi, thank God you're here. Somebody that I know. Some of y'all, if you've been here before, I haven't seen you enough to know you, but I know Lexi. So thank you, Lexi, for showing up. We're talking about United Healthcare for real, because it's getting ugly in this chat. People up in here asking me crazy shit. And you know why? They're bots. I'm on a neighborhood walk. They're bots, and I'm talking about real shit, so they're trying to like distract my conversation. But this is some real shit because people are dying. People are dying. People are not getting the proper care. And I say this as someone, again, whose grandfather has had to get, surgeries here and there over the last couple of years. And while I'm glad that, like, he's still alive and, like, I trust that, like, in his next surgery, he's going to be okay. I mean, he's going into the belly of the beast because these people don't really give a fuck about your granddaddy. It's not their granddaddy. They don't give a fuck about grandma. They don't give a fuck about you, your family. It's a business to them. It's a job to them. And this is why the healthcare system is so broken. Sorry, it's getting loud. I'm about to cross the street. This is why healthcare is broken. This is why Babylon will never have free healthcare, because there's too much money in the healthcare system. They make too much money for them to ever make it free. So we'll never have proper justice, but the time is coming. And the charge is being led because New Mexico just announced that they want to, or that they're going to start providing free healthcare. No, the nurses are all thoughts. They're either evil, mean bitches, or they're fucking thoughts. I said what I said. Because I see too many nurses with BBLs, tight ass scrubs. Hi from Israel. Okay, let me cross the street. There's a guy. See, in the suburbs, everybody's cutting grass and shit. Okay. Sorry if it's loud. It's about to get more quiet soon. I just had to cross the streets. Anywho. Yes, the nurses, evil as fuck, overworked, rude, bitchy, mean, slutty, trying to fuck the doctors. You know what I'm saying? Coming into work, tight ass scrubs and shit. Like, yes, these bitches are complete thoughts. And I had one girl, you know how everybody be talking about how they can't even fucking draw blood, because they can't. One girl was like having trouble drawing my blood, and I'm thinking, you fucking dumb bitch. You should be able to draw blood, ho. Talking about your vein is rolly. Bitch, your brain is rolly. My vein is just fucking fine. I never had an issue. And nobody ever told me I had a rolly vein or had issues taking my blood until I met your stupid ass. Yo ass should never made it out of nursing school. I said what I said. There's too many bitches who are going to these little accelerated nursing programs, racing in and out, and then they get on the job and they don't know how to fucking do their job. They don't know how to do their job. They can't fucking draw blood. They don't know patient care, and they too busy focused on social media validation, coming to work with lashes on, going to the bathroom when they're supposed to be taking your motherfucking pulse. They're going to the bathroom, booty on the sink, taking pics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to impress these fucking hoes. I'm not here for it. Nurses are fucking pathetic and down bad. And you know what? There are some nurses who are good at their job, but it's too many hoes to get into the industry. It's too many thoughts. So, with that being said, healthcare been ass. Healthcare been on its ass. Okay? The way that people did all of that fraud and corruption back when the C-19 was out, all of the fucking fraud, bro, they murked so many people with all the ventilators and just all of that, bro. They in the fucking hospital line dancing and shit. You're not taking care of nobody but your fucking self. So, bro, I'm telling you, the healthcare system been trash. Okay? You know it's hard to even see a doctor because he think he's too fucking good. He want to have the nurses do all his motherfucking work. He don't want to see your ass unless he gonna make some money off of a surgery. Okay? Or unless he get to diagnose you and give you some pills. If it's something like a common cold, he don't want to see you. He wants to see you so he can diagnose you and either sign you up for a surgery or get you a prescription. Basically, if there's no money involved, he don't really want to see you. Hi from Dublin. So I believe what this lady is saying about United Healthcare. I believe what she's saying about Amedisys. I believe what she's saying about Optimum. Now, she's saying that Amedisys and United Health Group are trying to do a $3 billion merge. They want to do a merger. And I believe it all. But how are you, like she was saying, trying to focus on merging into another company where you don't even have your shit together in this company? And you know why? Because they're all about the money. They're not focusing on their patients. They're like, yo, this is a $3 billion merger. Let's get this bread. Then patients can wait. And honestly, fuck them patients. That's exactly how they feel. So I know what she's saying is true. She also was mentioning that she's being gang stalked. She's being harassed. She's being intimidated. People are like following her, watching her. I believe it. Because whenever you speak about the truth, people don't want you to say anything. So they try to like intimidate you so you can be silenced. I believe what she's saying. Let's see. A lot of other people in the comments, nurses, other coordinators, doctors, all of this. Even like a plastic surgeon who I believe was working with United. Several other healthcare, medical care providers have been in her comments speaking about their work experience with United and Amedisys too. And again, this is from white people, black people, all kind of people. They are all saying that this is one of the worst companies to work for. They mentioned that after getting their wisdom teeth pulled, the company was still like, bring your ass back to work, same day. They talk about how they can't get PTO, they can't take time off, they can't heal from surgeries. The company just wants to work them. A lot of people in the comments mentioned slavery and racism. The white people are calling out the racism. The white people are saying that they were treated like slaves. I believe everyone. I don't believe anyone is being hyperbolic. I believe what everyone is saying. 100%. Hi from Poland. I believe what they're all saying. They're all saying that again, United Healthcare, Amedisys, just the absolute worst. People are citing, again, a slew of wrongful terminations. And Shakoya was saying that she isn't the only person who filed an EEOC complaint, that they have a shit ton of them. They have a fucking shit ton of EEOC complaints. They have a bunch of violations, a bunch of like ADA violations, all type of shit. And they won't release that when they're like doing their SEC filing. I believe the SEC filing is Securities and Exchange Commission, because again, they're doing a merger and acquisition. And you have to like present all these filings to the SEC, who is gonna like monitor and make sure everything is like good. Y'all, get out of my chat talking about Trump. Like seriously, why are you even here talking about that? But she says that they're not releasing their information. Of course they're not. They're not going to release anything that's going to stop them getting that $1 billion bag. That's what I'm saying. I know what she's saying is true. This woman has no reason to lie. Whatever. She's talking about, the things that she's saying could easily get her blacklisted. The things that she's saying could make it hard for her to find another job. She's not going to put her career and her education on the line for just pure baseless lies. And if it was all lies, people wouldn't be in her comments agreeing with her and backing her up. If it was all lies, she would be getting sued. The companies that she's accusing of doing all of this fraud would be suing her. They're not suing her. They're trying to silence her. They're trying to intimidate her. They're trying to, block her on LinkedIn and stuff like that because they don't want to come clean about it. So yeah, what she's saying is true. Let's see. There was something else I was going to mention. Luigi Mangione, yes. What we're seeing with United Health Group, Sequoia, the loudest whistleblower, and Luigi Mangione is symbolic of the fall. What are you talking about? It's symbolic of the fall. Notice how that happened at the top of the year. Luigi Mangione ending the United Health Group CEO was symbolic of, again, the fall of CEOs, the fall of the system. Power is going back to the people, right? We're in a new age, and that's gonna come with some hiccups. You know what I mean? What do they say? Transfers of power are never easy and smooth. So when we saw, mind you, before Luigi Mangione popped, the CEO of United Health Group, several CEOs have stepped down. Like a year or two ago, we just saw like a shit ton of CEOs, for whatever reason, stepping down. And we continue to see CEOs step down, get fired, all these things. With what's that company? The people who got caught at the Coldplay concert. I forgot what that company was called. But that was symbolic of, again, the fall of the CEO. The people who went on that Ocean Gate submarine and they all end up allegedly passing away, that was symbolic of, again, the fall of the billionaires, the fall of the CEO. These things, again, there's 3D, 4D, 5D. And we live in the 3D, but the things that are happening in the 3D that we can see in the physical world have already happened in the 5D. We just have to let that trickle down. It's spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? It's like another realm. So what I'm saying is, again, these people have already been dethroned. They've already lost their position in the spiritual world. And then something happens in the physical world that, you know what I'm saying, confirms the dethroning. So we're going to continue to see CEOs step down, pass away. You see what happened with Target. The fall is fucking real. The healthcare system, the medical system, the fall. Political system, banking system, the fall. Entertainment industry, the fall. We're seeing everybody falling. Everybody collapsing. It's going down. It's going the fuck down. And again, Black women are leading the charge, and Luigi Mangione played his role, because I just would never believe that he's just some random ass nigga who just rolled up and popped the CEO. I will continuously tell you that he wasn't even the guy that did it. He's just the guy that's getting the fall for doing it. See what I'm saying? The fall. He's the fall guy. The actual guy who did it is long gone. And I believe that the guy who did it was again, a hired assassin, a hired sniper. You know what I'm saying? He was somebody who was trained in unaliving. That's my belief. Because they showed there's like, the whole thing was theater. They had several guys who showed up to that 7-Eleven. Again, wasn't it 7-Eleven? Like Beyonce has a song called 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is also an actual game. That's why she says 7 twice. She's talking about some roll of dice. Like, the whole song is called coded. So they had several different dudes to show up in the same fucking outfit to throw you off. And they landed on Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione, again, I don't believe he's the one that actually did it. I believe that the trained assassin who did it got his money, went on about his day. Luigi Mangione is a fall guy. Notice how his name is also Luigi, Mario and Luigi. The game, it's a game. We live in a simulation, it's a game. So he's the fall guy, right? And he's the one that kicked all this shit off. And he's the one that kicked all this shit off. And now, again, him murking the CEO. Why would he murk the CEO? I don't know. Do I have anybody here who I know? Lexi, are you still here? Do you want to be a moderator? I have too many people who are like, too many bots. And we're trying to have a real conversation. I'm getting asked the dumbest fucking questions right now. Thank you. I just made you a moderator. Could you please handle these hoes? Because there's too many people in my chat who are playing. So with the CEO, mind you, the CEO of United passed at the top of the year. And now, several months later, aren't we going into what? The fall? We're going into the fall. Just understand. And, all the tea is coming out about, thank you. All of the information, all of the corruption is coming out about United Healthcare, civil fraud, healthcare fraud, insurance fraud. All this stuff is coming out now. Now they're under investigation. Now there's a whistleblower, which is making us think back to the top of the year when that guy passed away. And the reason why so many people are not even upset, nobody was like, put this guy in jail. He's considered a hero. The fall guy is considered a hero because everyone knows that United Health Group is a corrupt company and they don't give a fuck about people or their health. So people were happy. Again, we're going back into the age of vigilante justice, power to the people. Because people are tired of relying on a corrupt justice system, a corrupt legal system that protects the corrupt people. People want, again, real justice. And this is why we're going back into the time of, again, vigilante justice. We're seeing, robotic police officers. We're seeing robotic police dogs, AI in the hospitals, because the system is crashing. While we are going into the fourth industrial revolution, we're also going into, again, power to the people. Many people will not be a part of the new system by choice. They will take their power back and they will let the system collapse on itself, because it's already been proven by Hollywood. Yes, eat the rich. It's a growing movement. But Hollywood has already showed you guys that the machines and all of that will collapse on itself. It will eat itself. If you don't believe Hollywood, just look at the occult symbol for Ouroboros. And you see, the snake eating its tail. The system will collapse upon itself. It's doing that now, and it will continue to collapse upon itself. Yeah, it's going down. Okay. You guys, I want to just put this out here. 30-minute live. We had a great time. I'm going to head over to Instagram. Check out the live from last night if you didn't. Thank you for being here this morning. I will be back on Friday for my regularly scheduled Friday night live. This will be up for replay. You already know. But I might come back sooner depending on the stories that I come across. But thank you guys for